ahead, turn it off.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage, and today's the day that we're finally gonna start working on our brand new build, the Factory 5 GTM Supercar. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we basically just did a walk around after washing this thing up, showed you guys all the damages that are going on in the front of this thing, and also what's going on in that engine bay, and a little bit of that interior, which today we're definitely gonna hop in there and see exactly what's going on. And also we're gonna start tearing apart this whole entire front end. That way we can go ahead and start ordering parts for this thing left and right, see what's going on, maybe some hidden damages and stuff like that. And before we get started with all that, we got to get this thing off the trailer and inside the garage, because I think it's going to start raining. And we already found out what kind of car this thing is based off of. So the suspension is from a 01 C5 Z06 and the engine as well. So that's super awesome, because we already ordered upper and lower control arms for this side at O'Reilly's. So that's going to be in a couple hours. So once that comes in, we're going to throw that suspension back together, roll it off into the garage and start doing our thing. But before we get started, while we're waiting, we're actually going to run to our commercial property, and we got to dig like one trench for what, our water line or something like that?
Yeah, water and sewer line, and that's really like one of the last things that we got to do in order to pass the next inspection, basically. Yeah. So we got to dig it, and then we'll call the plumbers, they'll install it, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, they'll install it, and then we can go ahead and finish off the entire interior, and then I guess pour a parking lot and do some exterior stuff and be done with that shop. Dude. So this is really important. So while we're waiting on the suspension parts, we're going to go ahead and drop this trailer off, connect to the excavator trailer, head that way, and see if we can dig some trenches. Alrighty guys, so we are finally back at the house here after digging the very first trench, which was the sewer trench, and we ended up having to rent 2 concrete saws. The first one was just that regular one, which that thing was just taking way too long, so we ended up getting one of those bigger ones that you just like walk behind or whatnot, and that thing was pretty quick, and that was our first time ever using that, which that was just some awesome stuff right there. Quickly cut that concrete on both sides. We had to cut 2 lines, and then we brought in the excavator, peeled up just the concrete, and we didn't dig like the perfect depth because it did start raining on us, and we don't want that trench to fill up with water. That way the plumbers won't be able to work in there. So I think that's the smart thing to do, is just hold off till some sunshine comes out. You know what I mean? When that sunshine comes out, we'll dig everything. And as for the water line, that's nothing. We can just dig like a 6-foot trench. And that's super easy. And then we're just gonna run it like from the street into the building, and then we actually got to drill through the concrete slab. That way it just doesn't freeze in the wintertime. Yeah, basically. Definitely. We'll run the water line underneath the slab. Yep, exactly. But we are finally back over here with our components right here. The Corvette Z06 from a C5, right? Yeah, C5, 2001 C5 right here, suspension. Dude, luckily O'Reilly's had this. This is awesome, dude. So this piece was what, like 300 bucks? 300 bucks for the lower, which that's pretty beefy right there. And then I think there's like 200 bucks for the upper which this thing is pretty light. And the cool thing is they basically just snapped clean in half, like where they mount up. So that's awesome. There's like no damage to the actual frame basically.
Yeah, so we'll just bolt these suckers right up. And we do, however, have the broken suspension on the back of the truck. We just never showed them. So we have like a hub and stuff.
Yep, and we have the shock, which the shock is pretty badly damaged as well. I don't know if we're gonna be able to put it back up in there, but we'll definitely makeshift something. That way it could just roll clean into the garage.
So main thing is to have it in the garage. That way we can throw it on some quick jacks.
That is right. So I say we go ahead, swap out these components, get this sucker in the garage, throw it up on some quick jacks, and see if we can find any hidden damages.
Alrighty guys, so it is the next day here. Last night we were able to get this thing off the trailer after getting that suspension together as much as possible. This sucker just rolled right off. And dude, check this thing out sitting on the ground, dude. This just looks amazing, man.
This right here is our lowest car. Not lowest, maybe our shortest.
Yeah, our shortest car. I mean, it is pretty low, but we measured to the Viper, which I believe that's our lowest car or the shortest car, and it goes like right up to the hip bone, but this one goes over here to the holster line, the belt line, dude. Look at that,
Dude, this thing is like one of them cars that can go up under semi-trucks, you know, that they film in the movies.
This could be a movie car right here. I mean, look how just sleek that is. I mean, that's just for pure aerodynamics, dude. That is just crazy. You're practically going to be sitting on the floor in this thing,
Oh, I can't wait to actually get up in there and see what it's like sitting on that interior, which
yeah.
That's probably what we'll do instead of tearing apart the rest of the front end. What do you think?
Because the front end, we're just going to leave it for now until we throw it up on some quick jacks. But as for the suspension part, look at that, dude. Beautiful upper and lower control arms, brand new. But as for this coilover, as you can tell, that's where it broke off. We actually had to like bend it back into place. That way we can at least get it off the trailer. So we're going to have to either get all new, brand new suspension or order just one of these if we can find it. You know what I mean?
A brand new like your shock kit, basically?
Yeah, brand new like coilover suspension all the way around this thing. Unless we can find one of these, because I did look it up and it's kind of hard to find this brand shock just for one, and you got to find like a certain like length and stuff like that. But other than that, dude, the brakes on here, I mean, look how light this car is. I'm basically turning the wheel on the ground over here, but look at that. It got the 6 pistons that are still good. Everything else is super good, like the knuckle and stuff like that. This is one of our old Camaro wheels.
I love that style of wheels. Maybe we should go with something with a lot more spokes.
A lot more spokes, yeah, that would be pretty clean. And as for the black calipers, I think we should paint those, make them stick out a little bit. Definitely. You know what I mean?
Which color combo would look good on this color right here? If we stick with this green right here, I'd probably paint those white.
Yeah, those white or that color right there that's on the stripes, dude. That would look actually pretty sick, and maybe put like a GTM sticker on there. That'd be top notch.
This car right here can be modified in so many ways because it's an LS. But the unique thing about this LS is it's a rear engine LS.
Yeah,
you know what
dude,
I mean?
this is like what GTM was doing way before Camaro, or not Camaro, Chevy was actually doing to the C8. You know what I mean? This is the first C8 basically right here, dude.
Yeah, the same concept. What kind of engine does the C8 have? Is it an LS?
Yeah, it's an LS.
It's the newest
some
LS.
kind of newest LS, but this is an LS6 from a Z06, which this thing probably has like 400 something horsepower. But you know what? this engine is so easy to turn up, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You could put on an intake manifold for more horsepower. You could even do turbos, of course,
dude.
Which, of course, it's real easy to actually tweak this platform. So
yeah, really easy to work on, but that's all later stuff. Once we get this thing 100%, dude, we're gonna do some epic stuff. We already got a few things already planned out that we are super excited about, because this is gonna be one of those builds that you can just go crazy on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This ain't like something that, oh man, this is like a Ferrari. You know, you're like kind of scared to do something there. You know, you're trying to keep it Ferrari.
Yeah, you're trying to keep it OEM spec. This right here is a custom supercar.
Dude, you can do whatever to these things, and there's plenty of information. We actually got in contact with the
previous builder.
Yeah, the previous builder, like a shop that actually helped build this car, and they gave us a lot of awesome information. And this car apparently wiped out when it was raining, so they kind of hit like a little water spot and spun out, because this car's super light, man.
Super lightweight, and on top of that, is it a rear engine car or is it a mid-engine car?
I don't know what you call them, but the engine's in the rear. I guess it's called a mid-engine because it's kind of sitting all the way to the front a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and just like the kit car, remember we took it out in the rain one time?
Dangerous, dude.
Super sketchy. So this is one of those cars you don't want to take out in the rain right here, dude.
Weekend, sunny type of car right here, you know? You roll the windows down, you listen to that LS roar and cruise around in this thing, dude.
And you soar, but look how beautiful this thing just, man, it looks so crazy just sitting on the ground, man.
It's crazy to think that this is like a custom car, and it's just so amazing in all types of angles, probably from up there, just the whole entire, imagine whenever we get this hood 100%, man, this whole entire car is gonna flow like an aerodynamic machine,
almost like an airplane, dude. This thing, oh my goodness, there's so much information that guy gave us that basically did a lot of the work about that wing. We'll talk about that stuff later.
Yeah,
that wing right there is a very rare piece right there.
That's one of one. That is a fully custom wing that he actually built by hand.
Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about it. It took him a long time to actually build that right there, all by hand, carbon fiber, dude. None of the cars actually have that. None of these GTM
they don't come with no wings at all. I mean, there's people that put custom wings or they make their own wing, but this is super unique. It like forms to the body and stuff like that. But dude, the next major thing is to get inside this thing and actually sit in it, dude.
Oh,
and see what it's all about, dude.
I'm all for it right there. Are you gonna go ahead and get in there right now?
I mean, what do you think? Because I'm just super excited. Should we just go ahead and pull some of these parts out right here and maybe even clean it up a little bit?
Alrighty guys, we are up in the Factory 5 GTM car, and I gotta say, it is pretty difficult to get inside, but once you get in here, man, you are basically locked in, dude.
Dude, it feels like a spaceship. Once you're in here, dude, the seats are perfect. They're actually really nice. These are Kirky seats right here. They're aluminum, and they got like padding on there, which they're not that bad. They're super comfortable. Yep. I think these are the lowest seats you can buy for like a race car, because I mean, if you're tall, this is what you want. So we're pretty tall. We're 6'1", and I mean, we're almost already touching the roof, which is crazy. But the roof or the ceiling in here looks like to be like some Raptor liner or bed liner, which is pretty nice. And then you got a roll cage all the way around this sucker, which that is a plus for one of these cars right there.
You gotta have that in one of these, because it's a custom car, and of course it's pretty dangerous.
This is actually part of the frame. Really? So you're in like a whole entire frame skeleton, which is pretty dang safe, you know what I mean?
That is awesome right there. And there's a bunch of other awesome features to this interior. Most of it's leather, except for the seats. I wish the seats were leather, but honestly, it doesn't really matter.
Dude, what if you send these out and get them custom, like upholstered in leather or Alcantara, that'd be pretty sick.
That'd be pretty wild. I got some carbon fiber up in here throughout. This looks like custom carbon fiber right here on the tachometer. You got some tacks right there.
Yeah, you got your
also
fuel pressure, your fuel gauge, and your oil temperature or oil. I think
pressure?
oil temperature, oil pressure over here, volts. You got everything that you need right there, and you got a vintage air system in here, which gives you AC and heat, which is a super plus right there, dude.
Definitely. You could drive this thing throughout all the seasons. Of course, you got power windows.
Yeah, power windows in this thing. You even got power tilt and
telescoping steering
wheel. Although it is broken off, and we've seen in there that it actually popped off the bolts. I'm guessing when they wrecked, they kind of hit that because this car doesn't have airbags, dude. No airbags at all, dude.
But the cool thing about these seat belts, the racing harnesses, but they are almost like seat belts. They buckle the same.
Dude, you just buckle them suckers right up in there, tighten yourself up, and you're good to go, dude. Super easy to do.
That's awesome. Quick connect and disconnect. And also you got some Alcantara on this transmission tunnel. Alcantara anywhere else, I think?
A little bit right here on the sides right here. It'd be nice to even go ahead and, like I said, Alcantara on the seats will probably be the best if we can do that. If not, this is perfect right there. Maybe even do some diamond stitch Alcantara on the roof, like glue it on there. I mean, that's it for this plain old simple.
That's extras, basically.
Yeah, that's extras. It doesn't even have speakers in this thing. It just has speaker cutouts, dude.
It's got a little bit of Alcantara on the door, so that's pretty cool right there.
But the transmission, dude, this Porsche transmission feels nice and smooth. The clutch is nice and tight. Feels kind of like a race clutch. Super nice and tight. And I mean, that's just clean shifts right there, dude.
Look at that. That is so cool right there. It definitely feels like a Porsche, I think. You know, I've never been in a Porsche, honestly, but I think that's what it would feel
different.
like.
Yeah, it feels different. It's 6-speed, so you got plenty of speed to go 200-something miles an hour.
This thing will do every bit of 200 miles an hour.
I believe it, dude.
I'm telling you. But that's pretty much it for the interior here. I think we got all the interior, all the pieces that we pulled out, a bunch of other extras like louvers and vents for the hood. They're going to look super clean. And I think now it's time to go get a battery.
Dude, I say we get a battery in this thing and see if this thing will start up.
Rip. What is that? Turn it off.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Oh, it's this little fan right here. I got the little trick for the fan right here.
Fix it up.
Hold up. One sec. Don't turn it on right now. Let me see if this... Go ahead and hit it one more time. Nice.
That's some cold air right there.
That sounds much better, but did it just stall on you, basically?
Yeah, it kind of like slowly. Maybe the fuel is not going in. I mean, who knows how long this car has been sitting,
Bad fuel.
dude.
Could be bad fuel.
You got to start it back up,
Go
dude.
ahead. Fire it up one more time. Fuel pump kicking in. Dang, that thing sounds good, don't it, Pops?
What's going on with it?
But it don't got a cam in it.
Ear.
It don't got no cam.
Is it loud out here?
Yeah. I think it's not like super loud. It's not like obnoxious like the Viper. It's a good, clean sound. That's why I like the
It's
LS.
not even, it sounds so good on the inside. You can just hear it right behind you. You can hear the intake sucking in the air, dude. It sounds so good,
That is crazy. And the cool thing about like how they built everything is so well ventilated. Of course, you got that fan right there. You got these little...
You got like ducts, vents everywhere. And on top of that, it's sucking...
The roof scoop.
Yeah, and the roof scoop and the two scoops on the side that blow in air whenever you're driving. I mean, this thing is just all around, dude. good, dude. And we started it, which is just the perfect sign, dude.
It sounds super healthy as well, man.
Sounds super healthy. Everything just is like running properly. The fuel pressure is really good. Everything is super nice. But that's it, because I don't think we have coolant in this thing. So we're gonna have to see what kind of radiators on the front of this thing.
Yeah, we gotta start tearing apart a little bit more into that front end, tear apart the cooling system, all that stuff up front, and also get like the wheels. That way we could test drive this thing,
get
dude.
the wheels and everything else that this needs to run.
But guys, that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. We're super happy that we finally got this sucker started, tore apart a little bit more just to dig in a little bit further, but you know what? There's still a lot more digging that we gotta do, but that's gonna be all in the next one. We're gonna probably try to get this sucker driving. We gotta order a bunch more components, but also let us know what you guys think we should do to this thing. Any suggestions, drop that in the comment section down below. Color preferences, wheels maybe, or anything else, maybe twin turbos. Let us know what you guys think about all that, but also make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.